Hi, it's Dave here. This week on Fox Hollow Kitchen, we're going to show you something really different, and we're going to show you how to make stuffed mushrooms, only on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. Hello to all my Fox Hollow fam. I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. You know, one of our favorite recipes at our local Chinese restaurant is the stuffed mushrooms that they make. So this week we're going to try our own take on stuffed mushrooms with pecans and cream cheese and onions and garlic. They're so savory and so good. You're going to love them. Only on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. Okay, so I've got about 20 or so of these baby Bella mushrooms, and I'm going to cut the stems out of them. Real easy here. Just going to get rid of the stems, but I'm not going to get rid of them exactly. I'm going to keep them because we're going to use those for our mushroom stuffing.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep, just cut the stems out and set them in there. Put the mushrooms in another bowl.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about making these.
Yeah, I think these will be really good. Yeah, get as much of them out as I can. Oh, taking these in the wrong bowl.
Now, what is it you like about stuffed mushrooms?
Oh, I don't know. They're a real savory appetizer. They're perfect for like a bigger meal or something, or for holidays.
Yeah.
You know, to have out.
Or even like a game night or something like that.
Yeah, even something like that. So we're just cutting these stems out the best we can.
Okay.
Okay, I just got a couple more to do here. Get these stems out for me. Okay, and what we're going to do is set the mushroom caps aside, and we're going to work on our stems here real quick. Alright, next I got my sharp knife here, and I'm going to chop up these stems into little pieces. The thing about these stuffed mushrooms, because you're stuffing something that's so small, you want to make sure that you cut all your stuffing ingredients into very small pieces. You know, we want to practically mince everything and get it down to the smallest little pieces we can. Alright, I think I've got these chopped up pretty fine here. I'm going to set them in a bowl and move on to my next step. The next thing I'm going to do is take a white onion with my sharp knife here. We're going to cut it into two pieces. I'm not going to use all of it probably. I'm only going to use like a smaller half, if even that. Get the peel off of it here. And we're just going to mince this into small pieces the way we did the mushroom stems. Just going to get it into the smallest pieces possible. Alright, that ought to do it. And we're going to put this in a bowl as well and set it aside also. The next thing I have here is fresh parsley, and I'm going to chop this up with my sharp knife and get it into, again, fine little flakes of fresh parsley. Okay, looks like I'm about done here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a 1/4 cup of this aside, and I will use the rest as a garnish. Next I need to chop some pecans. I need 1/3 cup total. It's not very much, so I'm just going to put a bunch here. And we need to chop these up fine like everything else, just like we did before. That looks like about it. We're going to set aside 1 tablespoon of this and put 1/3 cup into our filling. Next thing I'm going to do for our filling, I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter over medium heat in our skillet. This will take a couple minutes. I'll just let it go. Alright, now that our butter has melted, I'm going to add in the mushroom stems that we minced up earlier. And we are going to cook these over medium heat for about 5 minutes until they soften up in the butter. Alright, now that our stems have cooked about 5 minutes, I'm going to add our onion from earlier that we diced up fine. 2 cloves of garlic minced. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And we are going to stir these around for a couple minutes until the onions start to get softened. This should only take 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so the onions and garlic are pretty fragrant now, and I can tell that our onions have started to soften a little bit. So what we're going to do is take this off the heat and put it in a bowl and set it aside until we have the other ingredients ready for our filling. Alright, while our onions and mushroom stems are still warm, I'm going to add to that 4 ounces of cream cheese that's been softened, 1/3 cup of pecans minus a tablespoon that we're going to use later, 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan minus a tablespoon, which we're going to use later, and our 1/4 cup of parsley that we cut up earlier. And we are going to mix this all together into our filling. Helps to do it while the onions are still hot, that way the cream cheese melts. Gets nice in there. Just stir it all together. Okay, that looks good. Smells great. We're going to move on to filling our mushroom caps. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is stuff our mushrooms. We have our stuffing here, which is really awesome.
Yeah, you can definitely smell it from here.
And I have our mushrooms, and we're just going to stuff them a little bit on top. Lay this stuff on top. And I'm going to set it in my roaster pan, which has a bottom with a grate on it to catch any excess juices or anything. Because mushrooms tend to sweat a little bit when they're cooked, and we don't want them drowning in juices. We're just going to set these in here like that, and just keep going with the mushrooms.
Sounds awesome, and they look great.
Yeah, they do look good. These are gonna be really good, I think.
Cool.
I'm just gonna keep moving them in here.
All right.
Okay?
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna do it.
Okay, Dave, so it seems you've got all your mushrooms filled here.
Yes, the last thing I want to do, to give them a little extra crispiness on the top, I'm going to take them each and put a little bit of Parmesan on top.
Okay.
And maybe a couple of the pecans.
Okay.
Just to give them a little extra crunch.
So can I call you Martha Stewart from this point on?
Yes.
Yeah, they look amazing.
A little extra Parmesan here.
We may have to make these for a game night or a poker night.
Something, yeah. We may have to make them for something. You don't have to do this extra step. I just think it adds a little bit of crunch to them, to the topping.
And you guys watching at home, what would you prepare these for? Would you do it for a game night? Would you do it for a party?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you just do them for the sake of doing them? I mean, they look amazing. They smell amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comments.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to let you
let me finish these, and then we're going to throw them in the oven.
Okay, how long will we get throw them in the oven for?
About 20 minutes at 400.
Okay.
20 to 25 minutes. That'll get them nice and toasty, and we'll get the mushrooms nice and soft.
Okay, looks amazing.
Looks good. And now for the best part, the taste test. So here we go, I got a small one. That is so savory and so delicious. You guys are gonna love it. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. We'll see you soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.